name's LeeAnn Pack, and I'm with Pack First Properties Real Estate.
Hi, my name is Gurfinkel, and I'm a senior mortgage planner with Alpine Mortgage Planning.
We're here today to talk a little bit about home inspections versus code inspections. A lot of times people are asking if a home inspection problem needs to be brought up to code. And so we've invited Doug Dillar here today with Goal Line Inspections to maybe help clarify that. Doug?
Yeah, thanks for having me come. And one of the questions that I get often doing the home inspection is, does it meet code? Do these items meet code? And I tell people, I'm not sure. I'm not a code inspector. And that kind of can freak people out until you kind of understand that each city has its own codes, and codes vary from city to city and from state to state. So what might be code in Hillsborough might not be code in Portland. And what might be code in Portland isn't necessarily the same code in Milwaukee. So I can't necessarily tell if something has met a code. What we do as home inspectors is we look for common building practices. So is this done safely? Is it done to common building practices? And a good example are outlets. In some cities, maybe an outlet is supposed to be 12 inches above the floor. In other cities, it's supposed to be 18 inches above the floor. Well, if one's 2 inches above the floor, that's definitely wrong. But to determine whether it's 12 inches or 18 inches really gets into the fine details, and some of the codes in cities can be 600-700 pages just for the electrical code themselves, and then you have the plumbing code and the structure code and then the HVAC codes, and so you get into a lot of details. So the home inspection isn't geared to tell you if it meets code. It's geared to let you know if it's common building practices, if it's a safety issue or not.
Let me ask you a question, Doug. Oftentimes stair rails are so far apart that a child's head could come through, and new codes have provided for a thinner space between. That comes up often in my clients' questions, as well as the stair riser level. Are any of those real concerns for home buyers or home sellers?
Yeah, again, it gets back to that. What's common? It is common for balusters to be 4 inches apart. You know, if there might be a city that would say 5 inches is okay, but nobody's going to tell you that 12 inches is okay. And so we're looking for that. Is it within what would normally happen? Same with the risers. Risers can usually be somewhere between 9 and 12 inches, and if they're way more or way less, then that causes concern.
One of the questions that comes up with my people quite a bit is the roof condition. And is that something that's in the purview of the home inspector?
Yeah, definitely. That's probably the first place I look, and especially in Oregon. I mean, moss is our national pet here practically, and it's always on roofs. And so the degree to which it's on the roof is going to vary, but that's something that we definitely check out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Doug. More tips to come from the resident home inspector expert. Thank you for coming here and doing this with us.
You're welcome.